Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Winter, and welcome to the next Let's Play. If you can't tell by that introduction, we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption. And maybe going for 100%, I'm not really sure. There's a whole lot to do in this game. So, I can't really say. You know, I would like to. I'm playing on a new profile on the PlayStation, so it would be, you know, good for the trophy collection and the save and all that. Okay, let's create a new save here. Game saves automatically. Well, this would be a good time to find out if my vocals actually record while it's saving, because I have found while doing this that some games don't do that. It's weird how that works out. Sometimes, I don't know, some games just work better with the software, I guess. I don't know. It's all technical stuff I don't understand. All I know is sometimes the thing doesn't do what I want the thing to do. And then I shake my fist at the sky in anger. Man alive, that takes forever to load up, doesn't it? Good title cards, though. Reminds me of the Batman animated series from back in the early 90s, where they had, you know, the name of the episode and then some kind of still shot of a picture that kind of represented what was going to happen. These give you a good taste of what's going to go down in the game if you've never played it before. That right there is probably going to happen a lot. Okay, before I get rolling... Oops, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to turn on subtitles. I can't tell if anybody's speaking yet. The volume on the television is down quite low as usual. So the subtitles not only help y'all understand what's going on in the game, they help me too. So... there's got to be something I can do here. Oh, there was people talking and I didn't see anything show up on the bottom of the screen. Good music. Excellent soundtrack. One of the few I would actually track down a physical copy of instead of just going on a website and, you know, paying for one or two tracks or whatever. It ranges from your typical, you know, what you would view as quote-unquote classical Western soundtrack with the harmonicas and things like that to even, well, how can I put it? I suppose I should say that there's two types of classical Western music in my eyes. And that little musical cue right there that we heard is very reminiscent of the Sergio Leone films, which I grew up watching. You know, the Clint Eastwood Man with No Name trilogy, Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. And then you've also got your harmonica pieces like we heard in the beginning, which I associate more with John Wayne movies.
That they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My dad settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on
God, why can I not turn on subtitles? Why is there no options that you can bring up before you even get going?
But they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they live like animals, but they're happier now.
So I'm just going to keep quiet while people are talking since there's no subtitles. And,
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only
lie.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Hopefully y'all don't have to turn the volume up too loud to hear them. Done a few tests. Everything seemed alright from what I recorded.
Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Todd family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me.
And
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
I think I'll get a chance to play here in a minute. And maybe turn the subtitles on. That's good at establishing the world. Yeah, here we go. Wait till that stops saving. Okay. Whoops, wrong one apparently. Here we go. Where am I going? Display. Subtitles. Yeah, there we are. Oops. What's the kill effect? I wonder what that does. I'm going to kick the brightness up just a little bit. One more. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got for outfits. This is the Game of the Year edition, which comes with all the DLC outfits on the disc, you know, so I didn't have to pay for everything, which you shouldn't have to do anyway. Shit like this ought to be just unlocked. But, you know, it's a greedy it's a greedy industry nowadays, so whatever. Good little opening cinematic though, really establishes the setting and kind of the world, you know, with the way people view things, and obviously our character here, who's named John Marston, looked a little bit uncomfortable during some of the conversation between the preacher and the young girl. Ooh, let's get a newspaper. Can't get a newspaper. Okay, we'll get a newspaper later. So I'm just going to take a minute here and kind of refamiliarize myself with the controls. It has been a while. And why is the gun gold? And oh my god, they're pissed off already. So what does what? Got a cattleman revolver. That's it. Okay. Not much of a jumper, huh? Oh, sorry about that, old timer. Now we'll see if the subtitles stuck. Yep, there we go.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to gag you.
they ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
it's been quite a while again since I've played this. Um, I've 100%ed it twice and then just kind of left it alone. It's really kind of strange going back to this game after playing Tomb Raider Anniversary. Wow, it's... Oh, shit. Okay. Slow down there. It's a different control scheme, and I mean, there's some similarities, but wow.
That's right. Ain't taking nobody up to the port in a long time. Great place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the port?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back to you. I mean, I ain't going to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Gorgeous environment. Look at that. It's exactly what you think of when you think the Old West.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve's Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Of course, if you've never played this game, this is a fairly... Well, it's a fucking big
Yeah.
open
Well,
world.
the marshal who hired me, Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Can I talk again, or are they gonna start talking again? Alright, anyways, pretty big open world.
You ain't very talkative,
Oh.
are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
But there's a whole lot to do.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
So we're gonna have quite a few episodes. In fact, roundabout, I would guess that there's gonna be at least 20. You know, at the very least.
Whoa. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Most. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Alright, so let me get off the horse here, and then we'll kind of take shelter so that we don't get anything started by getting spotted by the a wrong person or anything like that. Of course, now I'll probably go over here and get attacked by a fucking coyote. But let's take a look at what we've got as far as inventory. Well, since we're here, we'll take a look at the map first off. We can go all over this. I mean, this whole thing, we can get to damn near all of it. Tall trees, there's a few areas that are kind of impossible to get to. I can't do anything in the water, much like the first few Grand Theft Auto games. You fall in the water, you know, you can kind of wade in it for a little bit, but eventually you'll drown. So not a strong swimmer. But we got Mexico down here. I mean, it's huge, and 95% of it is actually accessible. So suck on that, fucking Metal Gear Solid 5. Yours was pretty to look at, but you didn't have shit to do. Alright, so the Warhorse, I believe, was DLC, so I think that's why I've got him. Trying to figure out how you whistle for your horse. What did I was... Oh, zooming in the map there. Oops. What did that do? Oh, okay. Lefty, righty. Righty, lefty. Pretty immense world, though. I mean, I'm still impressed by it. And supposedly Rockstar topped it with Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm not doubting they did, but I haven't played much of it, so I can't say for sure. I got a few missions into that one, and then I had too much going on at the time. I couldn't really devote a whole lot of time to it. Should probably go back and play it sometime, though. Because I really enjoyed San Andreas, and just going back to that world, that appeals to me. Good animations, though. Look at his eyeballs. He's checking things out.
Bill!
Kind of
I've come for you!
funky detail on the teeth, but
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
you probably wouldn't want to go to a dentist back then.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
You never tried to save me before. You only seem to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge.
He kind of looks like someone I know.
No more Dutch. And no more you.
A little creepy.
I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well,
Oh, man down. Is that it? Oh, I remembered that going on a little bit longer. Huh. Alright, well, I guess we'll move along with the story then, huh? Of course, there's the lovely lady from the train. She was sitting in front of us. I get the impression we're going to get to know her a little bit. So my history with RDR, this was one of the first games I bought for PS3. And I had read about it so much before I actually got a PlayStation 3. It always got fantastic reviews and everybody spoke very highly of it. You know, there was a stack of games that I bought when I got the PS3. Yeah, there we go. That, you know, it was a stack of games that it was like kind of an essentials list is what I put together when I first got it. And this was one of the first ones that I picked out. It wasn't the first one I played though, but it was definitely one of the first 5. And it's a lot of fun. You know, if you like open world, sandbox, choose your own mischief games, this is a good one.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. We got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
That was a lot back then.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want
Actually,
that?
it's still a lot to me now.
Is that it? Is that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die,
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hair?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctors.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life a minute.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
I don't think he should help her out. I mean, if she's going to refer to spending money on a doctor to save his life as wasting money, that's not exactly the kind of person that I would think you want to help out. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not John Marston, so he probably will. So, we've got opening tutorials to go through, but before we do that, I want to take one look at an outfit real quick. This is the one that I'm going to be going to. We'll probably... Yeah, we'll unlock that one and probably stick with that because I think it's the best looking one. And apparently I can't do anything with it right now to earn it because you got to, complete those steps to get it. So since we're in the opening tutorials, we'll go ahead and knock that out and hopefully unlock some options as far as gameplay because, you got to do it's one of those games where you have to complete certain tutorials before certain gameplay elements are available to you. So we'll see what we can get unlocked right off the bat here.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Sorry about that little camera shift thing. That was me just seeing what did what still.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up.
I'm
good
holding the
production
circle button, but he's not looking.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Mr. McFarland.
No, he's not looking.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse.
There's my horse.
Come on then, I'll show you around the property.
It's gonna be a slow start, people. I'm sorry. These kind of got a slow pace to them. But I do appreciate that they're here because, as I said, it's been quite a while.
You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And since
Here's
they're...
the corral. This one's for the
Well.
horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Since there is so much to do...
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. Bringing in all
Whoa,
sorts
where
of
you going,
people
girl?
Like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
This is going to be fairly similar to the Wonder Boy Let's Play in that in order to get some money...
That barn over there, Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
fuck it. In order to get some money, you know, you have to hunt animals and do various miscellaneous tasks like breaking horses
Here
in
we
and
are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Mr. Farland.
so I'll probably do most of that stuff in between episodes because I think it could get pretty boring watching a guy just hunt animals for a couple hours. Did I not hitch the damn horse? I thought I did. Oh, my bad. Alright, hit the X.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot and then riding a horse seems to take it out of you.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Drink sounds good. I could go for more coffee. I'm about out now. I was sitting here sipping on it during the opening cutscene.
Farland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
So we're gonna shoot some people now. Hell yeah. Now the game's kicking in.
Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
I thought we had a couple more training missions before we actually got to shoot a gun. Nice surprise. Okay.
Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
It's a nice little ranch. I wouldn't mind living on a place like that someday.
I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Nice starry sky. It's pretty gorgeous. Not everybody has that kind of view nowadays.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. Nice. You got one. That's it. Kill those little varmints.
I was hoping I could skin him.
You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit didn't stand a chance.
What? Oh, I thought I was stuck on a fucking corn stalk. I was like, what the hell? It's a shovel stuck in the ground.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Yeah, that's how you get money. Is you can one of the ways you can get money is you
It's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
you kill the animals, then you go over and skin them and sell the
Maybe you should
pelts.
move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Ooh, I got one.
Quick!
I got two.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Nice shot.
Did I shoot a coyote or was that a farm dog? I think I just killed her dog.
Good shooting, Marston.
Let's get the last one. There we go. Now we're hopping fences. That's what I was trying to do earlier when I jumped off the horse. Oh shit.
We had to lose any of the chickens.
Am I stuck here?
Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
There's a button you can hit to make your horse jump over fences. I was trying to find that, and then I jumped off the horse instead. So
Well, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Hitch the horse. Come on, horse. There you go.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Well, it's nice that she's happy that she saved our life after we kill some coyotes and rabbits for her. It's good to know that she's a decent human being that doesn't think twice about something like that and doesn't need any incentive to do it or feel good about it. Here we are. Now we got some stuff open. General stores, doctors, and gunsmiths. What's in the container? You'll have these in every one of your safe houses, and you'll get ammo, sometimes some money. You always get something out of it. So the B is Bonnie. Oh, look at that. PlayStation Home. Does anybody still use that? Is that shit even going still? I haven't heard about that in a long time. Hey, let's do a side op real quick and get a little bit of money.
Follow Charles. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stick next to the dog, mister.
So these are pretty cool. You just kind of patrol around and take care of the farm and follow the dog, and he'll start barking whenever trouble's going down. I don't think they take too long. The longest part is waiting for shit to load up. Where's the fucking dog? I've lost him. Okay, there he is. Oop. Well, maybe nothing's going to be going down tonight. And this is an example of one of the things I'll be doing in between episodes because, you know, as you can see, it's kind of dragging on right off the bat, and it could get boring watching this, you know, over and over again. So I'll be doing stuff like this in between just to kind of build up the account so we can get weapons and ammo and shit like that. Well, maybe he's not going to find anything. Oh, he's got something. Oh, horse thief. Hell yeah, there we go. Can I loot the body? Nope, can't loot the body. And that's it, huh? Well, maybe I can loot the body now. I see the X on the map. Yeah, there we go. What do we get? A little bit of ammo. One of those surfaces you can't walk up. God, why do those things always appear in every game? One thing that I'm noticing is in order to run, you've got to keep hitting the X button. You can't just hold it down and keep running. $15. And the fame, our reputation will precede us the more fame that we have. And people will be nicer. Sometimes we'll get discounts at stores. And there's also an honor system, which the more honor you have by doing good deeds, people will also be nice to you. And certain gangs and thugs and shit like that will try to attack you right off the bat if you've got it maxed out. And if you have low honor, which you get by doing bad deeds, then the scourge of society, if you will treat you as one of their own and be a little more hesitant at shooting at you. And police officers will keep an eye on you, so to speak. And sometimes if it's real bad enough, in certain towns, they'll just outright start shooting at you as soon as they see you. So I like how that's kind of in place. I think that's a pretty cool system. And this was the first game where I ever encountered something like that. I think it's pretty nifty. Kind of a pain in the ass, though, because you can build up all this honor and fame and whatnot, and then you'll have one little mistake, and suddenly you've lost a pretty good chunk of it, depending on what the mistake was. So, you know, good and bad aspects to it. I think the positives far outweigh the negatives, though. One of the tricky things about a game like this, and trying to get everything done, is that if I remember right, some of the side quests... Come back... What time is it? I just had the clock up, too. 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, we'll walk around and see what kind of animals we can shoot. This first episode is going to be kind of slow-paced because of the tutorials anyway, so why not, huh? But some of the side quests, it's easy to miss a few of them because you have to do certain missions in a certain order sometimes to unlock some of them. And sometimes it's just outright easy to miss a side quest, either because of its place on the map, or you don't know about it and you don't think to talk to this person or that person or whatever. Sometimes it's easy to miss them. So I'm going to do my best to get all of them. So I would really like to 100% this again. There's a pretty good feeling when you do that. The hardest part about it, in all honesty, is getting all the outfits, because there's so many requirements to get all of them. They each have different ones. I think a couple of them are just given to you, but for the most part, I remember. Well, I mean, shit. I brought up the menu a little bit ago. You see, you know, you have to visit this place, or you have to kill this animal with a stick of dynamite, or something bizarre like that. And then you've got weapon challenges, all sorts of stuff. So it can be kind of tricky. Oh, what is that? Did I get it? Nope. There we are. Now see, like right there. Just killed an animal, so now there's a menu entry updated. There's all kinds of little things like that, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. And that's what I was talking about by collecting the pelts. We'll be able to sell that for money, and depending on what town we're in, we can get either a large amount for it or a small amount. I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm sorry about that. What's going on here? Oh, shit. Well, that was an accident. I didn't mean to shoot him. Blue dot like that on the map. If you go back in case you missed it, I barely caught it. Blue dot, friendly. Red dot, foe. And he was a friendly, and I just killed him. So, whoops-a-daisy. He came out of nowhere, man. He surprised me. I barely heard him. So let me skin these guys, and then we'll take a look at this Master Hunter Challenge that they're talking about there in the upper left of the screen. I wish you could skip that animation, man. Every time you scan an animal, you gotta watch that. And it's cool, it looks good and all that, but man, it gets fucking annoying. And when you spend a couple hours hunting animals, that's kind of the last thing you want to see. You just want to hurry up and get it over with, But then you gotta watch him kneel down and blood splatters on the camera. So let's take a look at the challenges. Master Hunter rank 1, skin 5 coyotes. These all go up to 10, and I believe there's about 7 or 8 different challenges. Legend of the West. The Legend of the West is an outfit that you can unlock, and you have to do all these challenges to get them. So there was another one. Which one did the jackalope? That attributed to something. Yeah, see, there's an outfit. We've already completed one step to that. Okay. Expert hunter. So the jackalope attributed to an outfit. So there's a few animals. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh, okay, you can hold the X button. He just runs fairly slow. So I lied earlier. I'm sorry. Nice full moon. It's a good night for hunting. Shoot some game. My stepfather was real big into westerns. He would watch the Clint Eastwood movies all the time. So he would really, I think he'd get a kick out of this game. It's pretty much just like one of the old Clint Eastwood movies to me. Except for, I don't recall Clint Eastwood falling down like that. I'm sure that happened behind the scenes a few times though. Just never in front of camera. But, it's pretty faithful to the Sergio Leone flicks. I didn't watch too many John Wayne movies. I was never really a fan of his. That probably doesn't make me a man in some people's eyes, but that's fine. I just couldn't get into him. Just not my thing. I'm not a big fan of westerns, to be honest with you. Aside from the Clint Eastwood ones, and I got a feeling I probably wouldn't even like those if it wasn't for a nostalgia factor and having, grown up watching those. I probably wouldn't have even given this game the time of day. I mean, I like Rockstar games. I'm not the biggest fan. I haven't played them all. In my collection, I've got this, Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, and I think that's it. I used to have a couple other ones. I did have Vice City. Played a few levels of that, and at the time was so burned out on sandbox open world games because I had just finished Grand Theft Auto 3. I played them in order. Well, I tried to. But I spent so much time in Grand Theft Auto 3 that by the time I got Vice City, I wasn't really in the mood for them anymore. So I kind of put that one on the shelf and then ended up selling it because I never played more than a few missions into it. Oh, look at that. And then finally picked up San Andreas a few weeks after I got rid of Vice City because that was one of those games that, just like I was talking about this, how it had such a reputation. It was really hyped up. So I picked up San Andreas, and I love that one. Mainly because, in all honesty, the camera was a lot more friendly to use. Oh, shit! Gotta watch out for the wildlife out here. So when the screen goes red like that, you're almost dead, and we have regenerating health, but you can also buy first aid kits from the grocery stores. I think we'll skin this one and head back to the farm. Because it should be about 5 o'clock. We'll be able to go on to the next tutorial. See what we're going to learn. I think we're going to learn how to ride a horse again, or race a horse, or probably something horse related. Yeah, it's getting pretty dangerous out here. Kind of the longer you're away from civilization, the more
Let's make this quick.
dangerous wild animals you'll run into, especially in the woods where the bears are. I like Rockstar games though. I think they're well made. They wear their inspirations on their sleeves, which is admirable, and they have a good sense of humor about them, which is something I always appreciate.
Tough one, ain't you?
I wonder if she's Todd McFarlane's great-great-grandma. That's the first thing I think every time I see McFarlane's Ranch or the name pop up in the game. Yeah, here we go. Tutorial.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williams. What you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale. By telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Exposition.
I apologize if I seem to be private.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw
Yeah,
you
how'd she
out
get that
in
impression?
Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler
Oh.
hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
Yep, fucking horse race. I'm not a fan of racing games, so I don't really enjoy racing segments in games.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
And one thing about Rockstar, they always seem to have a racing segment at some point. I don't know about Bully, I never played that one, but I know in every single Grand Theft Auto, there's always a racing segment, especially San Andreas. Just, you know, I don't do racing. I just never cared for it.
Whoa there. On the count of 3.
But we'll do it here.
3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
So I gotta watch the blue meter there off to the left side of the map. That's my horse's stamina, if I recall. Push on the X button for a little burst of speed.
You like me to slow down?
As long as I stay ahead of her, I'll be happy.
Best for last?
I really don't want to do this again. Oh shit, that's gonna cost me. Come on, horse.
This jolly.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
This sure beats milking cows.
Yep. Horse is getting ready to buck me off. When it gets in the red like that, that's when you gotta kind of ease off of it. Otherwise, you're gonna go for a different kind of ride and lose for sure then.
Don't look back. I'm coming up behind you. Come on, boy.
Oh my goodness, come on.
Should I wait for you to catch up?
Shit, look at that.
I bet
Pinball.
You're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Come on. How you doing back there?
Yep, not a fan of races. Really not enjoying this. In fact, borderline detesting it, but they get worse as you go on. Thankfully, there's not that many in the game. trying to keep my eye on the map so I can see where the kind of checkpoints are. Get an idea for the direction, see if there's any shortcuts I can take, but it seems fairly straightforward.
Let's go.
As long as I don't have to replay it, man, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I think I will, though. She's got some... It looks like she's gaining good ground on me. She's the little blue dot behind me there on the bottom left. She's probably got her stamina saved up for the final leg,
Let's go.
which is right here. So I'm waiting for her to shoot by me. Nope. Okay. Whew. Good deal.
Easy now.
Yeah, just not a fan of racing.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think best, Mr. Marston.
I never cared for NASCAR, and yeah, like I've said, I just don't care for racing games. Just not my thing. Where am I going? I meant to go to the B. We'll do one more. We'll see what she's got next for us.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Escort mission. They had those even in the Old West. So I believe this is just to
Considering you were almost buzzard food a
open
couple
up the
days
map a
ago.
bit more and get us exploring the world.
The wagon isn't built for this kind of
And get the
terrain.
hang of driving the wagons, because you can tip them pretty easily, if I recall.
No, miss. I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say
Oh, I was trying to swerve and hit him head on.
I don't really say I do either.
I didn't make it though.
So deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not.
See if I can hit these guys.
You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Just know there are two theories to arguing with
And that's what that's part of the appeal to these open world sandbox games. Just cause chaos.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
Yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it?
strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't
Well,
realize
that it
we
is.
were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us less mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
This is definitely what I would call a guide game, though, in terms of, I mentioned earlier how certain missions only unlock whenever you've done this or that, or whatever. So it's definitely a game that I recommend just kind of picking up a guide or hitting one up on the internet and making sure you're getting everything.
Armadillo. Manhattan it is not.
but it does okay for us.
I may do that, I may not. I've got the guidebook.
For you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're
Got the guidebook, but I think it'd be kind of well, not frustrating. It'd just be kind of a pain in the ass trying to flip through the pages, talk, and play the game at the same time. So I'm just gonna, for now, skip it.
Not feeling ill, I hope.
How are you, mister?
I got to stop for them electric belts. We need to lose weight.
So here's the store. The apple, I think, gives your horse stamina. I'm trying to remember what the chewing tobacco does, but it's too expensive anyways. Let's go ahead and sell some of the stuff we've got. Oop.
I hope that helps. Southwestern Railroad says more trains coming through. Any meds?
I didn't realize I killed the fox.
Come see me. Any trouble, let me know.
That's gonna have to do.
Alright, that's pretty good. I dig how they kept the money value,
Well,
you know, as it was back then.
it was nice to be able to enjoy the view.
You know, a dollar meant a whole lot more than it means now. It had much more value. $5 was, you know, pretty wealthy.
Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
You know, in GTA, it was so easy to kind of get a few $1,000s built up and get up to $1 million. You can't really do that in RDR. I mean, you can, but it'll take you forever and a day. So I dig that. I like how they kept that. Let's see what the weaponsmith has for sale.
Howdy, mister.
Bandolier. What's that do? Nice. We'll take it. Oh shit, I'm already broke. Okay. So let's see how much the house cost.
Watch yourself there.
Poker is available. Yeah, there's all kinds of mini games like that. You've got poker, liar's dice, which we'll get to at some point. All kinds of stuff to do.
Not me, my dear.
$50? I don't have enough money for that, do I? No, I don't. Alright. Well, shit. Let's go kill a few animals real quick, and then we'll come back and get the property. Save the game and go from there. We'll be coming up on an hour here pretty quick. But, you know, I mean, there's so much to do. This game could easily go past the 20-hour mark. In fact, I think it is around 20 hours for single player, just kind of bare boning it. So I'm not sure the length of these videos. I mean, some of them are going to be over an hour, some of them are going to be under an hour. It's going to be varied. Just fair warning. Thought I saw something moving there. So, yeah. I'm going to try to keep them as short as I can. But at the same time, I don't want to stretch this friggin' video series out forever. So some of them will be pretty long.
There it goes.
Where'd that fall? Right behind the cactus, right? Yes, right there. Crow feathers 2. Those aren't worth a whole lot from what I remember. Where's the other one at? I saw the shadow. Right there. Hawk feathers. Oh, missed it. Jeez, sunlight. Can't see a damn thing. I was hoping to find some rabbits or something like that. Something that's a little bit easier than a bird. But birds will do.
Not bad.
And see, that's the problem. You got to be within a certain range of them, otherwise you'll just outright miss them. Hey, look at that, sharpshooter. I don't know what I did there, but I did something of importance. This might be enough to get us a room for the night. And there was another one up. Yeah, okay. The X on the map. That's right. Look for the X on the map, dumbass. Well, we got enough feathers now. We'll go back to town and see how much money we can get for them. And hopefully... It was too close to me. I couldn't resist it. Just like that one. Ah, see, it's easy to get greedy with this stuff. Very easy to get greedy. And, you know, it's one of those games where there's never enough money, really. Because you're always going to have to buy ammo. You're always going to have to buy, you know, medicine, shit like that. You're always going to need supplies. So there's really no such thing as having too much of it in this game. But for the purposes of coming out here that we, you know, have, I think we're good. So let's go see what we can get for these. And probably call this the first episode since we're over the hour mark. Or will be, at least. I gotta do a quick edit, so I'm kind of off on the timing at the moment. I had to take care of something with the dog, that's why I paused back there at McFarland's ranch. Find a store to sell these. Let's see what this guy's got for sale, too. Herbert Moon, if I recall. Pretty high on himself. Yeah, we'll get to 50. Oh, easily. Look at that. Nice. Hawk feathers are valuable.
That's gonna have to do for now.
You're welcome here anytime.
I may do some episodes where I play some of the side games like the poker, the five-finger fillet, because some of it's, a lot of those, in fact, I think you got to play every single one of them and win at least once for 100%. But we may be a ways away from that requirement being unlocked. Could be wrong on that, though. I'll take a look in between episodes and see which ones we can do at the moment and which ones we have to do, and then I'll get back to y'all on that. But for now, we'll go ahead and save the game. And we'll call this an episode. And there we go. Saves pretty fast, huh? Takes longer to load up, I think. Anyways, my name has been Winter. Thank you for watching the first... excuse me, hiccups. Thank you for watching the first episode. I'm sorry it was fairly boring. There's a lot of dialogue to listen to. I think that'll kind of get better as we go along, but you know, it's a fairly cinematic movie, so there's going to be quite a few instances where I'm just going to have to shut the fuck up and let the people on screen do their talking. So, and hopefully when I'm talking, I've got something interesting to say. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you back here in episode 2. Everybody take care out there.